Right. Okay, we're recording.
All right, and welcome to our sneak peek. My name is Megan Harrell, and I'm going to introduce myself, and then we're going to get this party started. I have been coaching for, around 7 years, and I got into this business just because I wanted to lose the baby weight. Saw the potential, jumped in, and I now do this full time after leaving a teaching career of 13 years. But I want to share more about what we do and why we do it. And if you're here on this call, maybe you're already using Beachbody On Demand and you're already using Shakeology and you're working with a coach and they've seen the potential in you and they've invited you to this call. Maybe you're rocking your challenge group, or maybe you're not. Maybe this is totally new to you and you're coming here to learn everything about coaching. So we have so many solutions when it comes to Beachbody. We have Beachbody On Demand, which for me as a busy mom, I love. My kids are still asleep in the morning when I do my workout. I'll come down to the basement, I get a quick 30-minute workout in, and I'm done for the day. My Shakeology helps me with my nutrition because Lord knows that I'm not getting in enough veggies if I don't have that. But on top of that, we also have some really incredible nutrition programs too that teach us about our nutrition, what we need to be eating, how much we need to be eating. And then again, you're going to have a coach that's really going to help coach you along the way and teach you what you need to be doing. They're going to be your friend through this journey is what they're going to be. So what we do, because you're here, because you're interested in doing what we do, is we help others find the solution. They share with us what their struggles are, what they need help with, and we help them find that solution. And then we help them to get their results. We put them in groups. We put them in Facebook pages. We put them on trackers, whatever works best for them. We match them with the program that helps them, and we help them get those results. But what I always like to say is we're on our own journey and we share it. We do our workouts and we share it. We drink our shakes and we share it. As coaches, we're all on our own journeys and we share what works for us with others. And that's basically what coaching is. We're just sharing what we are doing with others. But I want to go ahead and hand it over to Lindsay now so she can dive a little bit deeper into it.
Hello, everyone. For anyone who I have not yet met, my name is Lindsay Rohr. I've been coaching for almost 3 years now. And I started coaching when I was in a really low point in my life. I had been suffering from postpartum depression, and I was trying to figure out what my purpose was. I was trying to figure out, as a stay-at-home mom and this new mom, why I still felt down. And coaching came into my life because I decided I wanted to lose baby weight. But why I decided to sign up for coaching beyond the workouts and everything else that we had to offer was that I saw the positivity in everyone else that was coaching around me. And my coach inspired me, and she introduced me to some other coaches, and I said, I want whatever you all have. So I signed up, and I haven't looked back since. And I am forever grateful for this opportunity. And so glad that all of you are here tonight. So if you heard from Megan and you heard from me a little bit about why some of us would become coaches. And I want to talk to you a little bit tonight about some of the reasons that we hear the most about why someone decides to become a coach initially. So one thing that you heard from me is the community. Not only do we have a genuine-hearted group of women here who not only are goal-getters, who put their mind to something and go for it, but we're supportive of one another, not just about our health and fitness journey, but about everything that life has in between. And I love that I can connect with so many different people on a team since I've become a coach on all different levels. We get to travel together. We get to experience life together in all capacities. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we see people who really want to join us in this coaching journey. Another reason that we see others decide that they want to coach is to earn extra income. Because let's face it, even with double income in my family, grocery bill was still something that was hard for me to stick to on our Dave Ramsey budget that we follow. And we've since been able to pay for groceries solely off of my coaching income. That was huge for us. And then it started where I could do more than just that. I could pay for things like Christmas presents. I have coaches on my team who've started paying off student loans with the money that they're making as a coach. We have a lot of people on this team who never thought that they would quit their job because coaching surpassed that income, but that's what happened, and they did, and they're forever grateful for that. So income is another reason that we initially want to coach, right? But one thing that is true to my heart and true to everyone that I talk to about initially signing up for coaching is the purpose. I used to teach. I was a kindergarten teacher before, and I always wanted to help others and serve others, but I could see just from what I had gained from signing up with a coach, that coaches really helped us establish a healthy lifestyle for the rest of our life. And that for me was so fulfilling. So that purpose of helping others is a huge reason why I think that becoming a coach is one of the greatest opportunities ever. And one of the biggest things that you'll hear from us all tonight is the accountability. I have not looked back 3 years into coaching. I've had 2 babies. I've had postpartum depression both times, and I have not given up on me. And I just shared that with our team the other day and was in tears about it and sharing it with other people. But I know that the me 3 years ago would have given up on showing up every day for myself, on pushing play, on keeping a positive mindset. And that in itself, the accountability of me showing up for me and me seeing everyone on this team do the same thing is huge. And I have never found that sense of accountability anywhere else. So those are just 4 reasons. There's hundreds of different reasons that we sign up to coach and that we find value in coaching, but I wanted to highlight those tonight.
Awesome. Am I next? Is that right? Or am I just skipping? Okay, here I go. All right, my name is Sarah Morris, and I've also been a coach a little bit less time than Lindsay, but a little over 2 years. And I became a coach because I felt like something was really missing in my life. And I wanted that community, but also I remember thinking that it wasn't possible for me as a full-time working mom, who has all these commitments and all these responsibilities to also take care of myself. And when I figured out that it was possible, I had to share it with every flipping person I had ever met or not met on social media. I had to have everybody know about this, that it was possible. And that is really what pushed me to start being a coach. And I always get the topic of money whenever we do information calls, because like I said, I am a full-time I have a corporate job. I'm a CPA, I'm an accountant, and I do enjoy kind of diving into the income potential of each body, because obviously when I have that type of mindset, I also wouldn't have taken this opportunity if I didn't see that it was real and that it was actual income that I could bring to my family, and, really started to believe and see what was possible. For me, just as an example, and I like to I'm very open with my income for it, so I don't mind to share this. My first month as a coach, I made $43. I looked earlier so I could see. I made $43, and last month I made almost $2,000. So, and that's with a part-time, this is my side gig right now, and I'm able to do that with working a few hours a day in pockets, and I make it work. So it doesn't have to be your full-time job. It can absolutely be on the side, and you can still be successful, and you can do really well with this and be accountable and be on your own journey. The actual income, we could go on for a really long time and getting a lot of information about this, but in general, you make 25% commission from your customers. Which is pretty generous. I mean, it's pretty amazing if you think about, if you just add a few customers, if you had 3 customers with challenge packs in 1 month, you've paid for your own investment. Everything beyond that is extra income, which is pretty amazing. with your coaches, that when you start building a team, and it really doesn't take that much to just to have a few coaches on your team and people that also want to take advantage of the discounts, and maybe they see the opportunity too. You can earn bonus cycles on those coaches, on the people that you've invited to join you. And those bonuses can be anywhere from $14, and that doesn't seem like very much, but they start to add up. They really start to accelerate and multiply to a point where they could be thousands and thousands of dollars. There's quarterly bonuses. There really are a lot of opportunities when you commit to it and you work intentionally, even in a few hours a day. The potential is there. And I really believe that every person that commits to it can really make it happen. I have taken vacations for my family. I have paid off debt. I have done all these great things that didn't even touch my family's budget. This was my money, and I got to decide how we were going to help our family with it. Thanks.
I love it. I like to buy jeans and I got my nails done. Like, when I started making a little bit of money with my business, I was like, oh my gosh, I can treat myself and not feel like I'm like taking money away from my kids. It was cool. Well, hey, you guys, I'm so glad you are here. My name is Erin, Erin Young, and I've been a coach for a while. Like, I've been a coach for 7 freaking years, and it blows my mind because I feel like I just started yesterday. I was a high school English teacher for 14 years, and now I'm a full-time coach. But I built my business to a full-time 6-figure income earning business for our family while I was working full-time. And I worked really hard to make that happen. And that was an intentional decision that I wanted to invest that time into the business. But it took me a long time to realize that like the business could take our family there. But that's not what I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight. But I just wanted you to know that like I started because I was like, I want to be around this tribe. And then I graduated into, wow, this is fun money. And then I went into, wow, I can really help a lot of people. This is inspiring work. And I found a passion project within coaching. And then soon realized actually coaching could help make our family's dreams come true, especially my dream as a mom. And because my biggest dream was being at home, to be a bus stop mom. And not to be a stay-at-home mom, be a work-from-home mom who still had this huge passion and purpose and could provide the family with what they needed in a huge way and be able to do that from home and literally live a life by design. I thought, like, I always kind of rolled my eyes when people said that. I'm like, whatever. But it's absolutely true. Okay. And it's possible with coaching. But I want to tell you about some of the cool perks because this totally lit me on fire when I started coaching. I'll never forget when I started seeing coaches go on trips. And I'm like, oh, you probably have to be like some rock star and sell all kinds of stuff. And then I soon realized that like, nope, our company wants you to help 3 people a month and you can earn trips. Like I've been able to take my husband on like 5 honeymoons. Right? Like all over the country. And that's so cool. I've been able to take my best girlfriend on a trip, things that are just like you wouldn't imagine. The next trip I get to take my mom on, right? And these are all beach body trips. And these are trips that we earn because we like, I think it was maybe Sarah mentioned help 3 people. And, you get to earn trips and that's kind of cool. That's motivating to me to be able to have a vacation that's not cutting into the family income, but it's way cooler to go on a trip with all kinds of really awesome, cool, positive people. I'll tell you what, we have a really cool event in Indianapolis coming up called Summit. And it's just, we all gather together as Beachbody coaches and pour into each other and work out with super trainers and just do some really, really amazing things. Beachbody is a top-notch company. I have never seen corporate leaders in a role with so much heart and integrity and dignity and literally roll out the red carpet for coaches. Like I've never seen anything like it. I was a teacher. There was no red carpet ever. And there was usually not much appreciation. And there was usually, there weren't really many perks unless the PTO stepped in and did something for the faculty. But I really feel valued as a Team Beachbody coach. And I feel like that every life I change matters and makes a difference. And it's really freaking cool. We get prizes all the time for helping people and stuff like that. But I actually feel like that the greatest perk of being a coach is that you truly are an independent business owner and you get to decide what your business looks like. So when you guys say yes and you join our team, we're not going to tell you what to do or what path to take. We're going to ask you what you want to do with your business and help lead you on that path. And so I feel the greatest perk of being a coach is you truly owning something that you can do what you want to with, and you can help use your business to take you where you want to take you. On our team, we truly do believe that we are these light bearers and givers of hope and of positivity, and we put that into the universe. You know, like Megan said, we're on our own journey first, and I think that the greatest perk you will feel and see is that you are going to notice and feel what it feels like to put yourself first in your life and be surrounded by other people who support you in that. And that you cannot explain very well or feel until you are in the middle of it. But you are going to join a tribe of people who truly care about you and your success and will not be in competition with you, and will be the shoulder that you need to cry on if you need it, and will also be there next to you to help you crush your goals, especially when it comes to your journey and to your business. And so I think that's going to be the biggest perk, is the community that you become a part of. So Megan's going to be like, so you're like, okay, so get to the chase here. So Megan's going to tell you a little bit more about like what it means to enroll and to join and some of those options there.
Yeah, awesome. So when I started, I definitely was not a details person. Erin was my coach, and she said, you need to sign up as a coach. And I was like, okay, whatever that means, sign me up as a coach. I didn't know what the details were. I didn't know what the costs were. I just trusted her. Thank goodness, with where I'm at right now with this business. But I know that a lot of you are wanting to know, okay, get to the point, you know, how can I do this? You know, I'm really interested. How can I get signed up? And there are a lot of options and a lot of ways for you to do that. So you definitely, after the call, are going to want to reach out to the person that invited you here and speak to them and make sure that you're doing it in the best way possible. If you have never done anything with us, if you're not working with a coach currently right now, we waive the fee to sign up as a coach whenever you purchase the pack that you're going to need to get started on your journey. So when you purchase the pack that you're going to need to get started, which is going to include your shake and your workouts and everything that you're going to need, they are then going to waive the fee, and you don't have to pay anything to sign up as a coach. So it's just the price of that. If you are already working with a coach and you're already in a group and on your own health and fitness journey and you've been rocking it, but now you want to kind of step it up and be a coach, I would really just recommend you reaching out to your coach and seeing the best way for you to do that, because there's a couple of different ways, a couple of different options and things that you can do. There are always sales going on. We always have these discounts and new things rolling out. So just definitely make sure you reach out to your coach on the best way to do that. I am now going to hand it over to Stephanie, who is going to talk a little bit about the objections that we hear as coaches.
Hey, you guys. Can everybody hear me? Okay, good. We live way out in the country, and it's like goes in and out, so I wanted to make sure. I'm Stephanie, and I've been a coach for about a year and a half, probably. Of everybody that you've heard from today, I am like the newbie, I guess. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about objections and things that might be going through your head. And I promise you that I sat in that exact same spot and probably thought the exact same things that you're thinking, because I listened to this and I listened to my coach and I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. Just like Lindsay said, I was like, I need what you all have. This is so great. But then like I started to let the fears come in, and I was like, wait a second here, you know, I don't have much time. I've got 2 kids at home. I run another business from home. Actually, when I signed up, we were in the process of moving. And then I thought, wait a second, I'm really an introvert. I'm not the kind that's out there, and I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be in front of people. I don't really know how to be a leader. I thought, I don't really have this money to invest. You know, all of these things were running through my head. So you might be thinking some of the same things. And it's kind of easy for me to look now and say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I pushed past all of that. I know that it's not as easy when you're on that other side, but trust me, if you push all that fear out of the way and just believe in yourself and believe in the company, the process, just everything, it is absolutely amazing. But what I want to address first is no time. Like I said, I have 2 little kids. They're now 2 and 4, so they were pretty young when I started. And I just thought, this is going to take way too much of my time. I can't do this. I just kind of assumed that people were putting in, a full work day, honestly. It really turns out in 1 to 2 hours a day, really.
I think we lost Stephanie. Is she gone completely? I know. Hey, Steph, we can't hear you anymore, but it looks like you have another line open, perhaps. There you are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No? Am I good? Okay. It keeps flashing saying uninstall, so I don't know what's going to happen. Sorry, so I'll I don't know where exactly I cut off, but so time, I think I was talking about time. What I really like is I've been able to just kind of do pockets. So here and there, like I said, I run another business. And of course, anybody with kids knows that, especially that age, they're constantly needing snacks and potty and all that kind of stuff. So really I can set aside 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and just, share my journey with people, connect and, kind of work on my business and my own journey as well. So that's been really nice. And really spending a little bit of extra time has made more time for me because I've been able to, kind of focus a little bit more on this and a little bit less on my other business. So that's been nice. I haven't been gone quite so many hours with that. So that's freed up a little bit more family time. Just my own personal journey. I'm happier. I'm healthier. I feel great. So it's really helped my relationships. Friendships, my marriage, all of these things, that side effects that I really didn't expect to come out of this. I know one thing I thought too was, who in the world is going to want to follow me or come join me? I'm not an expert. I know nothing about nutrition. Before I started this journey, I was living off of donuts and pizza. So I was like, why does anybody want to take fitness advice from me? And what I've really found is that if you're sharing from the beginning, people relate to that. I found when I shared my story that I lived on pizza and donuts, people were like, oh yeah, that's me, So really sharing from the beginning, that builds trust, and they can, people, your friends and family around you can really relate to that. So you would never be expected to have, nutrition and expert or knowledge or anything. And what I really love about this team is that there's so much training, so much support. I think Erin said this, but I have never had a job that there isn't constant competition, and you don't feel like, oh, I can't share too much because somebody's going to steal my ideas or whatever. It's just real honest support, and that's everything. And so we're here to help you through that journey anytime you have questions. I know one of the things I thought too was, this is way too expensive. Kind of right off the bat, that was my first thing. Nope, I don't have the money. I'm not going to spend the money. And really looking back, I think it was a personal thing. I didn't want to make that investment in me. And also that's what it is. You're investing in yourself. And I think as moms, as women, it's hard to do that because, again, I think Erin said that, but it's like, oh, I don't want to take the money away from my kids. Or what if I could use that to buy them, something, or send them to preschool or soccer, whatever it was. And to be honest, my husband's the one that pushed me and said, babe, you just got to do this. You keep saying you want to do it, just do it. And, at the time I was like, oh, I need to, his permission, I guess. Of course, now I'm like, no, this is happening. This is my thing. I work for this, and it's really making me happy. So I'm right there with you if you're thinking that it's a little bit too expensive. But as Megan talked about, and I think Sarah touched on a little bit as far as the money goes in the income potential. Really, if you have a few family and friends that come along with you, you've already paid for your investment. And then anything beyond that is just extra money for you and your family. So there's a lot of potential there. And then the last thing I mentioned was an introvert. And I have to tell you, because I like myself a TED Talk before tonight. I'm a person talking in front of people. And what I really found on this journey is how much confidence I've gained. 2 years ago, I would have never, ever done this. I would have been like, you're crazy thinking I'm going to talk to people, even if it is only virtual. But just being on my own journey, I've gained so much confidence in myself, and proved that I can do so many things I didn't think I could do, that it's really kind of turned that around a little bit for me. But to be honest, if this kind of thing scares you, it's not something that you have to do. The good thing is that you are your own boss. You are the CEO of your own company. So if you're not comfortable sharing your workout video or your sweaty selfie at this point, that's not something that you have to do. You can make that decision that that's not comfortable for you yet, and that's totally okay. So I think you grow as your journey goes along. You grow as a business owner, you grow as a person, and I think as you get into that, then you'll get more confidence, and we'll be able to kind of take that next step. So those are the things that kind of ran through my mind. Of course, if there's other things that, kind of limiting beliefs or fears that you have, and definitely share that with us or with your coach that invited you tonight. Hopefully that kind of helps a little bit with the things that might be holding you back at this point.
That's awesome, Stephanie. And I just have to chime in and say, I agree with confidence, because I would never have been confident enough to come on these calls and do that too. But I also want to say how much I love Stephanie, and we live in the same town. Like, we probably live 10 minutes away from each other. And I saw her at a coffee shop shortly after she became a coach and was like, hey, Stephanie. We'd only met virtually. And that's one of the coolest parts about being on this team is I would have never have met her. I would have passed her by and not seen that. And as you can already hear from her tonight, like I get to be inspired by you, Stephanie, and that's what this team is about. So I'm going to keep this real short and sweet. I want you all to just consider, if you're considering, okay, maybe this is for me, maybe this is something I could talk to the coach that invited me here to this call. Just consider this. You're here for a reason. You're here and in the right place. Maybe if one of these things resonates with you. Are you ready to stop starting a fitness journey and stopping over and over again? Are you someone who's just simply ready for something to change? Are you someone who's ready to discover your personal strengths? Or maybe you're someone who's ready to actually feel valued for your personal strengths. Are you looking to find more purpose? And maybe you're feeling unfulfilled? Are you looking to find part-time fun money to go get your nails done? Or for me, it was, going shopping and buying a new shirt when not like pushing the budget out of whack. Are you looking to pay off debt? Are you looking for a career? Maybe it's part-time, maybe it's full-time. Are you looking to fill an empty space that feels like you want something more? Even though you love your current job, you just want something to give you that extra oomph. Are you looking for a sisterhood, for a group of girlfriends, or guy friends if you're a guy? Are you ready to be more consistent in the things that make you better? Are you ready to invest time in something that you believe in? Are you wanting more from life? If any of these things resonate for you, and if anything that we in this call that we've shared resonates with you, you are here for that reason. And I just want you to consider that. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Erin to close us out.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Like, I love this. I love this call so much. And I'm so excited that you guys are on here and that everybody who's going to listen to the recording. So really, you just have a decision to make. I kind of feel like there's nothing else to think about. And basically, your just decision is, are you going to start your journey with us as a customer, as a coach? And that's your decision. And there's really no reason to not become a coach. There's no strings attached. There's no there is a silver lining. There's always a silver lining, but there's no red tape, right? And so you're going to get to be a part of our community. You're going to get to be part of our growth mindset community and become the healthiest you've been in your life and have that support and accountability that everyone needs. Is that missing piece. You're also going to have this opportunity to make a second stream of income. But more importantly, in my heart, you're going to have a chance to bring health into your home, to your community, and be able to just spread your light and positivity even brighter for other people. And so we are just really excited to have met you and to share this opportunity with you. So your job next is to make that decision, and you want to connect with a coach who invited you here tonight pretty quickly, okay? Because we want to get you welcome to our team page. We want to find the right path for you, the right pack, the right starter pack, and get that in your hands and on the way, so that you can get started and on your journey. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. We're going to celebrate and welcome you on our team pages. And we can even get you connected to some of our new coach trainings right away so you can dig in if you're ready to dig in. Okay, and so thank you so much for being here tonight. We hope it was inspiring for you. It's always inspiring for me, I know, just to even be on a call with these girls. And we just can't wait to see you on the team page. So thank you so much for being here tonight. See you later.